It didn't start well, our drive from Munich to Austria in the updated BMW 4 Series. Like the preceding weeks in the UK, apparently Deutschland had experienced an equally balmy run-up to Easter, so snow was the last thing on anyone's mind. Yet snow it did, and in the midst of the blizzard, a brilliant display of German ingenuity ensured that the whole fleet of press cars was swapped onto winter tires before our Airbus A320 pilot had pulled up the handbrake and switched off the seatbelt sign. Well, peaked right up to the point where we hit the road in a 430i convertible, which left us underwhelmed. Its four-cylinder petrol engine produces adequate pace but is raucous when you try extracting any of it. It's an engine that forces you to spend time in its lower rev range just to find some peace and quiet, and has no place in a modern BMW. Meanwhile, its 8-speed automatic gearbox is neither smooth nor responsive, and the steering, although improved, still doesn't quite hit the spot for feel around dead center or on turn-in. This, we were told, could be the extra flex of the tread blocks on those winter tires. Nevertheless, we arrived at the lunch stop disheartened. Then we swapped into a 440i Coupe. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a smooth camembert to the dry chalkiness of the 430i. Those small changes that had failed to enliven the 430i had, on the 440i Coupe, effected a genuinely noticeable improvement, to the point where it's a belter of a car. So if you've ever heard whispers that BMW is losing its mojo, this car at least, is proof that it knows exactly where it's kept. It all centers round the steering upgrade. In the previous 4 Series, you turned into a corner and had to make little corrections, because your brain was receiving messages from your hands that were too faint for it to calculate and execute in real time the correct trajectory. Not in the 440i, though. Now the weight builds beautifully, so not only do you see the results on the road as every further degree of steering angle is applied, but you feel it, too. The upshot is that just one smooth, fluid sweep of the wheel through every corner is all that's required, leaving your brain to focus harder on the road ahead. And in case you're wondering, we did ask why there was such a difference between the 430i and the 440i, bearing in mind that both were on winter tires. There was talk of differing tire manufacturers, but nothing more conclusive than that. Another anomaly is why the 440i's automatic box is so much slicker and more precise than the apparently identical one in the 430i. As standard, the 440i comes with a 6-speed manual box, but we have little complaint about the auto's ability to exploit the engine's output.